Hello everybody and welcome back to my vlog. We have another parcel that's arrived and is in need of investigation. Oh. Nice, careful with the knife here. Probably being sharp on this, as it doesn't seem to be cutting the way I'd like it to. Right, okay. Pull all of this out like this. So very nicely boxed up. And here's the first part. So this is from UK Antennas. It's got a little bit of weight to it. I don't think it being that heavy, but we'll actually weigh that. Okay, and we've got some cable ties or zip ties, some heat shrink. I believe this is the glue heat shrink. Got a whole bunch of wire and more wire. And this. So this is what I was wondering, how heavy this might be. Because this is my most controversial antenna so far. And the reason why it's controversial is because my neighbours don't like the idea of me putting this up. They are not happy at all, and the reason why they're not happy is because even though we have a big communal garden, and I'll show you in a video in a second the communal garden, I'm not allowed to use it, or I am, but only for sitting. So this will probably be the takeoff, the where I put the feed line for the long wire antenna. Now the reason why I've come here is because I just want to go this way and pace it. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's say 5 meters there. And just for the sake of it, I'm going to go back here, but pretend we're walking down the very controversial hedge line. And I say it's controversial because on asking my neighbours about putting this antenna up, they both said no, not allowed. But anyway, let me pace it out. So we got 5 to there, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20, oh crap, 21, 22. I'm just doing this for my own, and 23 meters. Now that would be from there. Now let's see if we can measure it another way. Let's say if I come straight off from that pole, or even take that one off there. No, I can't, because I think it's going to be too heavy. But we're going to have to go to that pole. But this time, we're just going to go straight down there, straight through the air across here, not across the top of the fence, the hedge. Just look at this hedge, look. Got 40 meters of hedge here, but I'm not allowed to use it because even though my neighbour is a fisherman, he doesn't like fishing poles being used in the non-specified way of not fishing with them. But anyway, let's just see if we can go from here. So I'm going to count 1 meter already from inside there to here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So that's going to get me about here. Right, that is just so I get an idea of this temporary setup, even though going above there 4 meters or to the height of the poles, maybe drop down 1 meter to keep it more rigid, just keep it straighter, would be ideal across here, wouldn't it? I'll get a 40 meter line across there. I'm just going to show you something. I hope you can see it. I don't know if you can see. Oh, you should be able to. See the straight up and down slats in the back there? Yeah. Let's see if we can just back that off a bit. Can't. But you see that? That's the fence. That's the neighbour's fence. We'll talk about that more inside. That's quite a heavy amount of wire, that is. It's quite, it's only 20 metres. At least I think it's only 20 metres. It's supposed to only be 20 metres. And then we got this bit as well. And this is where we're going to secure it to something. This is going to connect to here, and it's going to connect on this side, but I need to tune it, and I'm not sure where that's to be done at the moment, and I don't see in here any more of these. I'm going to assume these are soldered and crimped, but they may not be. I may find taking one of these off this one. I don't know yet. I don't even know where you'd warranty a void if this is taken off this. It's a nice thick piece of metal there. Let's get the tape measure. Or not. Let's have a look at this. We'll put it on 100. There we go. So that's sort of 4 mil. That to the centre, it's like 65 across there. Nice big heavy duty. Now I could put this on my pole, and then I'd have to run it from the pole up a bit to the top of the first rod, and then across the garden to the next rod at that same height, about 7 meters off the ground. But it'll be interesting to see how heavy this is, because I don't think I can put this on my mast. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that because of the sheer weight of it. This is why I just pop this on here and turn that on. I just, oh, well, it's 766 grams, so that's not too bad. How about with the wire? 1197. What about with that? 1388. And how about this bit here? 1460. Well, my mast can take at the top maximum of 8 kilos, so you know, maybe that would be okay just to get it higher, so it starts off at the same height, like there. Put it here on the mast and it'll be the same height as the first rod, and it'll have to go in like a dog leg or an L shaped, and then this way down the hedge line. So this is where I managed to get it in. You see the pole? That goes down there into one of those. It's pretty heavy duty. It's got a big corkscrew thing, helically wound, you know, on the end, and you use a metal bar to screw it down in through those roots. So yeah, so that's what it's looking like. Just back that off a little bit if I can. I can't seem to work the camera. There we go. So, and what I've done is it goes all the way down this end. So if we just walk down with it, now I'll get out the sunlight so I can actually see. That bit there, where's it gone? That bit there, where the tuning part is, see the end of the wire? So all I've done is I've just folded that back on itself. Now I guesstimated it, and I got it pretty okay. It wants to be a little bit longer, which is ideal because it's going to move. I don't want to move that pole because look, it's pretty well heading out of the way. And if my neighbour's sat here on their little chair, you know, with this canopy thing, you can't even see the wire. So you can't see the wire. You can only see the wire when you look over there. And if I do it on a slightly higher pole, it'd be even better. But so yeah, what I did was I put it up to this. I put it onto the fiberglass. Oh, too much sun. Put it onto the fiberglass, and it's mounted there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get another metal pole, and I'm going to add it to that. I'm going to take that antenna off, and I'm going to put the fiberglass, possibly, yeah, stick the fiberglass mast onto that scaffold pole. So it's just shifted down a bit, which means that when I lengthen, sorry for the big spinny, but when I lengthen that at the end, I can use some shock cord to make up the distance to keep it nice and taut. But the shock cord I got on there at the moment is a bit flimsy, so it's got a bit of a sag there. It needs some heavier duty shock cord, and because it's been up now for a good few days, oops, can't see the sunshine. Because it's been up for a good few days, it's sort of like sagged out a little bit, which is good. So that means I get the sagged out length and get that correct. Alright, let's go and check it out, see how it works. Break. Hi guys, M7SVW, just looking for a radio check. Hi John, I don't know if you can hear me past the noise. You're coming over. I just wanted to say a quick hello. It's Mike 7 Sierra Victor Whiskey, over.
Mike 7 Sierra Victor Whiskey, okay, 5 9 plus 15 with me here, over.
Yeah, Roger. You're 59 plus 20 my way. Very good signal indeed. Over.
Yeah, well, I'm running the maximum power of kilowatts here, there, and I'm talking to Rod up in Cumbria there. Yeah, that's right. So I wonder if you're getting the M7 SVW there, Rod, over.
G0IYQ, yeah, M7SVW, receiving you both an S7, not very strong, but I can hear all your audio quite well. Somebody with a bit of a dodgy T there is going in the background as well. Okay, there we go, back to you, over.
Yeah, Roger, Roger. Yeah, I don't suppose you can go again on that call sign for me, please, because I was just trying to find a pen. Over. Yeah, Roger, your call sign.
Yeah, the call is
Golf 0, Italy, Yankee, Quebec. Yeah, well, you're coming across here about a 5 and 7, 5 and 8 on a peak, I should say. Not too bad. Well, to be honest with you, it's very, very good. I'm sure I've spoken to John before. I can't recall the call sign just yet, but maybe if he can go again on his call sign. But I'm sure I've spoken before, but I think I was using a HF360 or a 20 meter delta loop. Over.
G0IYQ, yeah, I'm pushing nearly 500 watts. I'll just wind it up. Yeah, there's 500 watts, and the name is Rod, Romeo Oscar Delta, and the QTH is near Henderson, Cumbria, over.
Yeah, Roger, Roger. Well, that that signal just went up to a plus 10. So that pushing up in the power certainly does work. Certainly does work for you. Over.
Yeah, Roger. You're quite a reasonable signal, and can hear all your audio okay. Sounds to you, John, over.
Yeah, Golf 8 Mike, November Yankee, it's me, John here in Croydon. Have you got that? What I don't have is the location, I think, and the name. Just only got paper log here. M70 Victor Whiskey, G8MNY.
Yeah, Roger that, John. Yeah, I caught it all. I got G8MN. I think I got it right. If you can go again just on the call sign, and the QTH this way is Leamington Spa.
UK Leamington Spa, what was the name?
Simon.
It's Golf 8 Mike, November Yankee Y on the end there, and you're coming in at 5 and 9 plus about 15 from Leamington Spa there. So I assume you're running 25 watts. I can get out 25 watts, 30 things. That's my 100 watts now, and
Yeah, Roger, Roger. Well, the 25 watts, you were coming around about 8, signal 8, but unfortunately there's other stations as well that are about that same strength as well around your signal. But on the 100 you went up to 9, and on the kilowatt you're back up to you're pushing plus 20 pretty much.
Because I want to hear sky noise, otherwise the needle is stuck on the beginning stop with a nice quiet environment. Unfortunately that's not the case today, and another 100 contest stations trying to shout at each other there. I don't really see the point of HF contest personally, but there we go. I've done VHF contests and things, but HF contest is sort of chance, and there's so many people to work. Can you work 10 people every minute? Because you won't get anywhere if you can. Back to you, Rod. love going to Aubra, you know, and you know, I love going to Woodbridge, and you know, you got so much history around there with the airfields when the Americans was at Woodbridge, you know, and the A-10 tank buses. Yeah, I used to go up there quite a bit camping. We used to do a lot of stealth camping and play a bit of radio as well. But there you go. So, but it's great to work here, mate. And I won't hold it because I know many places want to work here. So it's been a pleasure to work you, Andy, for the first time over.
Right.
Yeah, stand by the break, so yeah, no problem, Glenn. 7-3s, mate. And I'm glad you had a nice introduction to Suffolk. It's a beautiful part of the world, it really is. I've lived there all my life. 7-3s, mate. Good DXA. Taking a 20 plus. Thanks, Glenn. Yeah, thanks for the report there, Andy. Have a great evening. M08BG, M6GTB in South Sea. God bless. Over. Yeah, 7-3s. Go ahead, the break station.
M7SVW this way. I just caught on to the last bit of your conversation there, and I was I saw you're coming in 9 plus to me when you were on 25 watts, and the other stations coming in nearly plus 20 on 25 watts. I'm in Leamington Spa and I'm pushing 25 watts, so I was just wondering how I was doing getting out to you two guys.
Yeah, no problem. My name is Andy, Alpha November Delta Yankee. The call sign's M08BG. When you're Sizewell in Suffolk, can you just give me a call? So I've only got whiskey.
Mike 7 Sierra Victor Whiskey. And can you go again on your call sign, please? A little bit quick for me.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, the call is Mike 0 Alpha Bravo Golf M08BG. And your name, please.
First name this way is Simon.
Hi Simon. Simon, you're 10 to 15 over. The band is in really good condition, so yeah, no problems. We're a mile and a half from Sizewell B, and a lot of activity in the area for Sizewell C at the moment. Back to you.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, I was on a little flick through the band before I came onto this frequency, and I noticed there's a lot of strong stations. I've recently put up an end-fed half wave around about 7 meters off the ground, and it has opened up 40 meters for me and 80 meters considering the vertical that I was using beforehand. But yeah, your station's coming over so strong. And when you said you switched to 25 watts and I was still getting you on a signal strength of 9, I just thought, well, this is absolutely fantastic. Over.
Yeah, well, we've done a lot of work with this station here, and it took me about a year and a half to get it to work properly. It's a Ballon design. There's a link to it on my QLZ page. They're not cheap. I've had this about 28 months now, and it's absolutely superb. Right at kilowatts. So for data I use 20 watts. That's all I have to use really for data. Sometimes 15, but they're not cheap. They're made in the States and then shipped over to the DX shop. So mine's a 6449 in one, so I can swap it if I want to. But anyway, you're doing really well, Simon. Say 10 to 15 over. Back to you.
Yeah, Roger. Oh, that's really good. Thank you very much. It's always nice to know that you're getting out well. And what about my audio? I had some issues with my audio. It seemed like the mic gain was up a little bit too high, and people told me there was clipping on the highs. Is the audio my side okay? Yours is perfect, by the way.
Yeah, it's lovely audio. If anything, a bit quiet, but not really an issue. It's just noisy. So I've just had a chat actually with the XYL. So she said she's prepping the tea. So I'll probably make one more call, and then we bet. Oh, I've been told no more. Oh, I better go. Simon, you're doing really well. Thanks for the contact, mate. You ever hear us, always come in. If you want to know anything about the station, the email is current, so there's no problem there. 7-3s, mate. I'm going to go QRT unless I'll get lynched if I don't. 7-3s, mate.
Yeah, Roger. You best do as you're told there. It's always the wisest move. Anyway, thank you very much for the QSO, and 73 for now. Good night.
Yeah, thanks, bye.
Yeah, Steve, I'll catch you later, mate.
But I've put it up at the back of the boat and it goes straight up 10 metres vertical and then along
along the boat down to the foot, so it's like an inverted L. And I was quite surprised because I thought these 49 to 1 end feds were supposed to only do 40, 20, 15 and 10. Well, this thing, it tunes with the 710 from 10 metres up to 80 metres, Gordon, over.
Yeah, well, don't forget, you're over water. They're going to work an awful lot better over water than they do over whole ground. So that's where your advantage is. You're sitting over a nice reflective layer. Yeah, I often find that when I get out portable, I get down by rivers or so, or dikes or ponds or the sea, makes an awful lot of difference. And of course, depending which way you moor the boat, you'll probably find that it's got some directivity there. I know my rotary dipole here has got directivity, so I can give people about a 16-metre knob if necessary. Yeah, we'll be out portable next week, and we might be using this call, we might be using my call. It depends on when I go out, where I go, and which call I fancy using from GB0, Italy, America, Radio United.
Right.
Yeah, Italy, God, it's Italy, America, United Radio. You know, that's a new one on me. You've got a good call sign there, and you've got a break course coming in as well. He was quite strong. Yeah, you're doing very well anyway. 20 over, Gordon, over.
Yeah, okay, Golf Bravo 0, Italy, International Amateur Radio Union. Okay, I'll work a few more stations. Catch you later. Have fun. GB0, IARU, QRZ.
Mexico, Zero Sugar Hotel Delta.
Like the Zero Sugar Hotel Delta, good evening. You are 559, 79.
Excellent, thank you very much. You're 59 here. Beautiful audio, very nice signal.
Right guys, quick flick through the 40 metre band. We'll do other bands in due course, but as this is the one that I had my main intention for using, was the 40 metre. That's what I wanted it to work well. We're going to flick through that, so I'm not going to try and get a QSO with everybody just for the sake of the length of the video, but we will do the other bands in other videos, just to see what we can and can't get. Let's get rid of that. Unfortunately, the sun's still out, so but we'll have a little listen.
Donc comme tu sais, 5 watts, QRP, par contre il n'y a pas le 6 mètres. Voilà, donc il faut considérer tout ça. Il n'y a pas la bande de 6 mètres, il n'y a que 5 watts.
Natürlich sowas, gell, wenn ich jetzt falsch für diesen Modell und das war ja genau das, was wir da im Forum. And the 705 obviously and the K3, there's obviously a power difference, of course, and I would imagine that although the K3 is older,
back now to 300, so thanks Tony anyway, thanks for the contact mate, 7-3, and have a good week.
yeah, you Andy, take care. Anyway, yeah, track your signal. Go 7 Victor Fox, Quebec. Take care.
Yeah, 7-3, Mike 0.
Il n'y a pas de problème. Et pour les 780, on a vu le très sympathique. Ça, le plaisir de vous retrouver ces prochains jours. Je Ikazi, donc, qui réécoute encore les derniers intervenants, mais non.
Oh, that was amazing. I know it's not your sound of it, but I use it in absolute bucket loads.
And who's your rep that you deal with?
don't deal with the rep. I buy it from a third party, so I buy it from a guy called Sean at EFHW.
And that's the lowest frequency I've used on 40 meters. And so yeah, so that was just a little flick through the 40 meters just to end the video. And it goes to show that this particular antenna has livened up 40 meters most definitely, and I'll do one on 80 meters as well to show you 80 meters, but we'll do that in another video because this one's getting too long. So all right, take care guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. 73.